Yeah, this evening we're just going to do some pranayama to help balance the doshas. So let's start with the doshas. Do you all know where your current imbalance is?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who has kapha as the one that they need to work on? Me and Capucine and a bit of Lynn. Who has vata? Lynn and Tessa, and nobody has pitta.
I've got vata pitta.
Your vata pitta, elevated.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's better without the glasses, have a silly reflection.
But well, everything is elevated, but predominantly vata and pitta.
Okay, okay, all right. So what we're going to do is, so we've got vata and kapha and pitta. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is, I think you all know nadi shodhana, yeah, the alternate nostril breathing, or
Yeah.
Anulom Vilom. This is really, this balances all of the doshas. So what I want us to do is when we, let's say if you are, so for Tessa, maybe if she's got elevated pitta, she should not do the exercises with the kapha people, okay? Because in order to counteract kapha, you need fire. And you don't want to do fire exercises when you already have a high pitta, okay? So we're going to use Nadi Shodhana or Anulam Vilom as the breath that you practice if you don't practice with us. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Anulam Vilom. Now, in the classic pranayama, I don't even know if all of you have done this with me. We use a metronome, okay? So we have a count for our breath. And this is really classical pranayama, so there's quite a lot to it. You want your exhale to be twice as long as your inhale, okay? So the metronome is there for you to give you a reference. Okay, if you don't like the counting so much, we're not going to go into it too much today, but it's there to give you a reference of time. Okay, so if you're inhaling for 4, you want to be exhaling for more or less 8. We're going to work with a bit of breath hold today because you're all experienced. And I leave it up to you whether your breath hold is the same length as your inhale or the same length as your exhale. Okay? So on an inhale of 4 and an exhale of 8, your breath hold can be anywhere between 4 and 8, depending on what feels comfortable for you. The most important thing is not to force it. And this is something which is challenging for free divers because, of course, we are trained to force through contractions, force through discomfort. And in pranayama, we don't want to do that because we're really looking to calm the system and balance everything. So really important to look inside. Am I feeling agitated? Am I feeling like I'm pushing myself a little bit? Am I feeling like the breath cycles are getting hard and challenging? In which case, step back. Shorten the inhale, shorten the exhale, shorten the breath hold, and just make it easy. It should be comfortable, everything. Okay? All right. So when you're holding the breath, ideally you want to use the thumb for the right nostril and the ring finger, little finger for the left nostrils. Okay, not these two. And try not to rest these fingers here. The mudra should be tucked in. Okay, this is like really getting nitty-gritty detail, but if you can focus on that, then that's good. So I'm just going to give you the metronome for a few rounds of breath so that you can find your breath length. So are you a 3 to 6? Are you a 4 to 8? Are you a 6 to 12? Yeah, we all have a different breathing ratio, a different breathing speed. The really important thing is that you're breathing deep and you really look to take the air all the way down. Use your abdominal muscles. Yeah, we're not chest breathing here. Really look to bring the air all the way down. Okay. Any questions? No. Cool. So make yourselves comfortable. You can hear that? Yeah? All right, so use it as a reference. Full exhale when you're ready to begin. And then just inhaling, exhaling both nostrils, just to find your reference for the time, for the duration. You might want to apply a light Ujjayi breath, so a slight constriction in the throat to slow the flow of the air down. That will help you to lengthen, will help you to control, will help you to stay calm. Take 2 more rounds of breath, adjusting if you need to. If it's feeling a bit challenging, take 1 second off the inhale, 2 seconds off the exhale. Find the duration, the length of breath that really works best for you. And just drawing it to a close. Okay, so hopefully you've all found your base breath. We're going to come back to that, but we're going to start with Kapha because it's the heaviest of the doshas, the heaviest of the imbalances. So if you're Pitta, yeah, don't do this one. You continue with your alternate nostril breathing. Those of us who have Kapha that needs to be balanced, we have 3 pranayams actually. There's a lot to do for Kapha. So there's Bastrika and Kapalbhati, which look almost the same, but they're very slightly different. Bastrika is stronger than Kapalbhati. So depending on how you feel, you can choose which one you want to go towards. And if both of them are too strong for you, or if you have your period, do either of you have your period at the moment? Tessa does, but you're not doing it because you're Pitta.
I'm about to.
You're
in 2 days.
Okay, but you're not there yet and
No.
no discomfort. Okay, so you can do it. Good.
Well, I'm crazy as usual, but
yeah, I'm talking about the physical side. Okay, so you can both do Kapalbhati or Bastrika. So I'll start with Bastrika. So you'll both know that they have a strong contraction of the navel point. Yeah, Kapalbhati is a passive relaxation and a passive inhale. Okay? So Kapalbhati is forceful exhale and a relaxation for a passive inhale. Yeah? Bastrika is forceful exhale and active inhale. Okay, so you're activating on both the inhale and the exhale. All right. So obviously Bastrika activates a lot more energy in the navel point because the navel is moving actively on both the inhale and the exhale, the contraction and the relaxation. So it creates a lot of fire. All right. This is the one that's going to shift kapha the quickest. Yeah. If that feels too heavy, too hard, too powerful for you, then you can switch to Kapalbhati. We'll all do 3 lots of 10 breaths of those. And then I will show you also the last one, which is the really gentle one. If you have your period, so Capucine in the next few days, you can switch then to Surya Bedan. So Tessa, you can go with your Anulom Vilom, yeah, the alternate nostril breathing while we're practicing this. So you'll start to really bring yourself into a nice deep state while we're getting ourselves going. All right. Do you need the counter, Tessa, or do you have one? Because we're not using it here, but I can put it on. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you manage your time, your counter.
Okay.
Lynn?
For the Bastrika, what kind of muscles do you activate? Is it the same for the Kapalabhati or
Yes.
like the abdominal muscles?
Yeah. So the exhale is here, but you're actually inhaling with the diaphragm pushing down. So I'll just show you Kapalbhati. It's quite a soft return on the inhale. And Bastrika, yeah. So you're breathing, you're activating the diaphragm a little bit with Bastrika as well. All right.
All right.
You good? Okay. So what did I say? We'll do 3 rounds of 10 of Bastrika, and then we'll do 3 rounds of 10 of Kapalbhati. So on your last exhale of each 3 rounds of 10, strong exhale, retain for a moment. And then an inhale and begin again. Okay, so 3 lots of 10 Bastrika, 3 lots of 10 Kapalbhati, just to get a sense of the difference. All right, off we go. And Tessa, you do your nice balancing breath. Okay. Take a moment to pause after Bastrika before you begin Kapalbhati. Just notice where you feel the work, the heat, the activation. And then begin 3 lots of 10 rounds of Kapalbhati. And again, pause at the end, just notice how you feel. Okay. So the other practice, which you can do when you have your period to also bring some heat and some activation in, is Surya Bedan. Surya is the sun. Yeah, Surya Namaskar, greeting the sun salutations. Okay, so that word Surya, I know it's a theme for you at the moment, Capucine. All these Sanskrit words, I don't understand them. Surya is the sun. So the sun is, in terms of the nadis, it's the right side. Okay, so Ida is the nadi, which is the activating energy, the heating energy, the extrovert energy. So Surya Bedan activates that. So it's much more subtle. We're not using the abdomen. So you're going to use the rhythm that we had at the beginning. So inhale for 4, hold for between 4 and 8, and exhale for 8, for example. So your inhale is going to be through the right nostril. So that you're activating the Ida Nadi, the Surya, the sun energy. So you inhale for 4 here, or however many your inhale is. You block both nostrils and you do a full Jalandhara band for the hold. And then you exhale through both. Inhale right. Hold.
Is that for all of us?
This is still Kapha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can continue. Yeah. Okay. So what breath count are you doing, Capucine? What's your inhale to your exhale ratio?
4 and 8.
You're doing 4 to 8. And Lynn?
The same for 2 8.
4 to 8. Okay, great. So let's do, I'll count it. We'll do 8 rounds of 4 to 8. Okay, so I'll count the rounds. We should be more or less coordinated. I'll do the same round as you. And Tessa, you just continue with what you're doing. All right, so there's our count. So remembering you're blocking the right to blocking the left to inhale right, hold, exhale both. Begin when you're ready with a full exhale. And making this your last round. And just sit quietly, observe how you feel. Okay, so just take a few moments to relax before we continue on. If you want to move your posture or shift around, then you can. Okay, so we're going to come on to Pitta now, which is Tessa. And Kaphas don't do Pitta, okay? So Lynn and Capucine, with or without a timer. Actually, we're going to use a timer for Pitta, so it's okay. So I'll have the timer. So you're both going to continue just with balancing breath, Anulom Vilom. What I would encourage you to do is to see how it feels to go up to a 5-10 breath. To encourage you to expand that inhale downwards and outwards and lengthen it. Okay, so see if you can go on a 5-10. Are you on a 1-2-2 or a 1-1-2? So is it 5-5-10 or 5-10-10? 4-4-8 or 4-8-8?
Well, I just did 6-12.
Are you doing 6-12 this time?
Yeah, because then I thought I'm sure I can do more, and and so that's what I was doing. So shall I continue this?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Lynn?
I did 4-4-8.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it felt really easy.
It felt what?
Easy.
Okay. So I would try to extend the length. So try to go for a 5-5-10. And if you want to see about extending the breath hold within that ratio, maybe not jumping from 5 to 10, but a 5-8-10 or something like that, to see about expanding your breath hold, because I'm sure that you can do that quite comfortably. Okay, you can experiment with this, play around on your own and really find what the comfortable duration is, but work on deepening and extending your breath. Like the length of the breath is really the important thing here, much more than the breath hold length. Okay. All right, so you two can begin whenever you're ready. The time will come in and I'll explain for Tessa. So to balance Pitta, which is heat, we're going to do Shitali or Shitkari. So there are the two options again. So the Shitali is through the tongue, which you can do, can't you? Okay. And actually, I was reading up about this today. So how I normally teach it is in through the tongue and out through both. But to have additional calming and cooling effect, you can do in through the tongue, out through the left. Okay, that's the cooling nostril. So that gives it a little bit more impact. And we're going to do it with a breath hold. So you want to find your ratio and your base breath. What were you working with just now?
I was working with, in the beginning, 8-16 and then 10-20.
Oh, long. Okay, great. And your breath hold is how long? Is that with the 8 or the 10 or the 20?
The 8.
So you're with the shorter.
Yeah.
Okay. And that duration of inhale and exhale is really comfortable for you? Or you
no, when I do 10-20, only inhale and exhale and without the breath hold.
So I want you to wind it back so that you can
Right.
get the breath hold in and it's all comfortable.
Yeah, 8-8-16 is one that I've been going by for a while now.
Okay. So let's stick with that for today. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
so 8-8-16. All right. So I'll be with you on that. So it's Shitali through the tongue. We do the breath hold, the same thing, both nostrils with the full Jalandhara band, and keep the right locked as you raise your head to exhale through the left. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start the metronome. Lynn and Capucine, just carry on wherever you are. And Tessa, we're going to do 8 rounds, the same as I did with Capucine and Lynn. So begin when you're ready. Inhale, exhale to begin. And just make this your final round. And just breathe and feel. Notice the cooling effect of Shitali, the balancing effect of Anulom Vilom, if you've been doing that. Okay. And just as for the kaphas, we have Surya Bedan, the sun breath. For the pittas, we have Chandra Bedan, which is the moon breath. Okay, and the moon breath is a cooling, calming. So this is the less strong of the two. And it's for pitta. It can also balance vata. I mean, all pranayams balance vata, but this one, it's not so contraindicated for kaphas to practice. So Capucine and Lynn, if you want to join this one, you can, or you can continue with Anulom Vilom. Okay, it's up to you. Because the Anulom Vilom that we're doing is our vata balancing. Okay, it's the one that creates structure. Remember, vata, air going in all directions. And the Anulom Vilom creates structure and we control the breath. So that's helping us to balance vata. So Chandra Bedan is the opposite of Surya Bedan. Okay, so we activate the left side, Pingala Nadi, which is the feminine side, the moon, the cooling, the receptive, the calming. All right, so you will be inhaling through your left, holding, and exhaling through both. Okay. Are you all happy with your breath ratio? I think we're all on more or less an 8-8-16, right? Lynn, not quite. Okay.
I did the 5-8.
You were a bit
10.
low. Yeah. How was that?
Good.
Did it feel like you had a bit of room to breathe deeper or to extend a bit longer? Or does that feel like you're going to go into the realm of pushing?
I think there's room. I could try.
You felt calm the whole way through. Yeah. Okay. Good. So it's interesting to see. So Lynn is erring towards staying slow and safe, and Tessa is looking towards, I've done 8-16, can I do 10-20? That's your pitta, Tessa. Okay, that's it in action.
Oops. So maybe I'm pitta too, because I'm trying to do like 8-16-16.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, if it feels comfortable, yeah, we have to remember we're all free divers, and as such, we may never study classical pranayama, but we're kind of advanced practitioners. Yeah, we have the capacity to extend and control the breath. How does 8-16-16 feel for you?
Well, it felt very good because it's been months that I haven't been holding my breath.
Yeah.
And I'm still wondering if I can actually free dive. But it reminded me good times of, that's it. I'm holding my breath. This is what I feel.
Okay. But I mean, okay, on the emotional side, it feels good. On the capacity side, like, are you feeling comfortable and relaxed the entire way through? Or do you get to a stage where the inhale gets a bit difficult or gaspy, or the exhale is a bit raspy towards the end?
It's because I'm having trouble to control the exhale. Because I'm having trouble to control my soft palate. And
not the soft palate. It's got nothing to do with the soft palate.
Well, because Oh, okay. You want me to go to the glottis?
It's ujjayi. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't control
Because
your exhale with the soft palate at all. It's here. This
okay,
is
cool.
control.
Yeah, it felt weird because I had to like yeah, I couldn't control it perfectly. So it was not a perfect still exhale. Sometimes it was like a kind of still in the 16, but not fluid one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here.
Yeah. You got it in the
Okay.
spirit. Yes. Okay. So
Yeah, I personally extended both of them because I felt that sometimes breathing in 8 counts was too fast, or I couldn't get all the air in I wanted to.
yeah.
And then when I got all the air in I wanted to, I extended it, but sometimes it automatically extends until 20, and then I thought like, oh, okay, I extend the inhale. So, but sometimes it just didn't work, both of them at the same time. So sometimes I'm better off doing 8 inhale and 20 exhale, and sometimes I'm better off 10 inhale and 16 or 18 exhale.
So I would look for finding a count which you keep, and you work towards learning how to control the breath with that framework, rather than
Yeah,
wanting
that's what
to use the breath. And sometimes it's this and sometimes it's that.
that's what I've done now the last count, like trying to inhale more on the 8, because I'm far from my full lung capacity, and exhale slowly.
Yeah. So that, we've got the muscles here, but you use your whole abdomen to control that inhale and control the exhale to a certain extent. And remember, a full inhale for pranayama is not a full inhale for freedom.
No, I know. I don't force it. I wanted to stay.
Yeah.
How do you say, pleasant, relaxed, not like like with a full
Not
call it a full clavicular. No, just
Okay. Yeah, good. 80%, like if you're looking for a reference. 80%.
Okay. But I like to extend my exhale a long time. I like it, even though I'm not forcing my diaphragm up. I like it with the ujjayi as well.
That's good, because that's super calming.
Yeah. I guess it really. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else from anybody? Are we going to Chandra Bedan? Okie dokes. So inhale left, hold, exhale both, and work on your ratios and your control. Use your throat, use all of the muscles, to control. Here we go. We'll do 8 rounds. Just finishing your final round. And as always, a few moments to completely relax. Adjust your posture if necessary. And so for Vata, which none of us have as our most out of balance here tonight, but it is indicated really for all of us. We have the Anulom Vilom, which we started with. We're going to do 4 rounds of that because it's longer. We do both sides, each and 2 sides counts as 1. And then we're going to go into Brahmari to finish. Okay, so I'm going to explain Brahmari to you now so that we can have a really nice, go into relaxation through Anulom Vilom and then directly into Brahmari to completely switch off. So Brahmari is the bee breath. And you have more or less this mudra. The fingers go over the eyes, the thumbs go in the ears, and you can rest these fingers here, wherever is comfortable with the other fingers, okay? And the idea is that we're practicing pratyahara, which is a turning inward of the senses, Okay, pratyahara, a turning inward of the senses. So we're detaching from the outside world and really coming into ourselves. So to do this at the end of pranayama practice is really grounding and centering. And when we come to do the Brahmari practice, because you can't hear me, I just want you to count 10 cycles of your own breath, a really long inhale and extending the exhale like an 8-10 or 8-16 as we've been doing, but without the counting. And on the exhale, you're going to hum. Okay, and I want you to create a vibration at the tone that feels really great in your body. Okay, so I have a tone that I know works for me. Yours might be higher, it might be lower. All right, so it'll be a okay. And really block your ears so that the sound is vibrating inwards and it's not coming out. Okay, so we'll do 4 rounds of Anulom Vilom, and then we'll go directly into Brahmari, and at the end of that you can lie down. Okay? All right. So we'll have the metronome for the Anulom Vilom. Any questions before we begin, or is this all okay?
Wait, which was the first one? Was it just the right or?
So Anulom Vilom is both. So you're going to inhale right, hold, exhale left, inhale left, hold, exhale right. That's 1 round. Okay? And we're going to do 4 rounds of that. So it's 8 breath cycles. Anybody else? All right. So just take a few breaths to get yourself settled and ready. And begin. So you should be coming up to the end, or if not, completed your 4th round. And begin Brahmari. If you want to lie down, just sit in meditation. Just try to completely relax for these last few moments. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale. You can rub your palms, generate some heat. Place them over your eyes. And keeping your eyes directed away from your screen, gradually begin to move your hands away, letting in some light, slowly opening your eyes. Okay. So to recap, we've got 3 options for kapha. That's Bastrika, Kapalbhati, Surya Bedan, going for the strongest to the more soft. And we've got also 3 options for Pitta. So Shitali, the tongue breath, or if you can't roll your tongue, Shitkari, the teeth breath, and Chandra Bedan, the left side. So those 6 breaths balance Kapha and Pitta. Most of them are neutral for Vata, okay? And the Anulom Vilom, the alternating breath, where you inhale left, hold, exhale right, inhale right, hold, exhale left. This is good for all of them, okay? So if Vata is your elevated one, then you can stick with what I have found useful this year is Chandra Bedan followed by Anulom Vilom. That works really, really well for me. Or Anulom Vilom followed by Chandra. No, the other way. And Brahmari is also a neutral one. So remember that everything that is appearing in your life, manifesting in the physical realm, started already in the subtle realm. And your breath is directly impacting your energetic body, your pranamaya kosha, your energy body, okay? So pranayama is the way that you start to have an impact in the subtle realm, okay? If you can take 10 minutes a day to do the pranayama that you recognize is going to be most beneficial to you at the moment, given your imbalance, then you should really start to notice a difference. Okay, and you can do it in the morning or the evening, wherever you get some time to fit in 5 to 10 minutes of pranayama will really start to shift things. So I'm done. Does anyone have any questions or would like to share anything before we close for the evening? Tessa.
My question. So if your Vata is high, Analong Pilong followed by Chandra Bedana, no? If
If your pitta is high, sorry?
Vata.
If your Vata is high, yes, I would say Anulom Vilom and Chandra Bedan, and you can see how it works for you in terms of the order. I find to do 8 rounds of Chandra Bedan is nice. It really settles my mind. And then I'm really calm to go into 8 rounds, which of course is double the length of time of Anulom Vilom. That's what.
Also the other way around. First Chandra Vedana and then Anulom Vilom.
That's what I've found works.
Oh,
But
yeah, right.
you know, see what feels best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Brahmari, how many rounds do you normally do that?
So we did 10 breaths. 10 breaths is standard. It's not so comfortable with the arms. So, I mean, if your arms are okay to stay up longer, you can do more.
Yeah.
You can maybe go into Shavasana and do it lying down.
Yeah. I find it very relaxing. So I'm afraid to do it in the morning.
Well, I mean, you have Pitta energy. So, you know, and if you're feeling tired, then maybe you're still needing to rest.
Yeah, I sleep very, very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got really, and the thing is that I noticed that I've got a lot of pitta in me right now as well. I've never recognized it before, but I've been sporting and moving a lot, walking a lot, and yeah, I think it's I need to calm my pitta a bit down. But on the other hand, I'm very lethargic in the morning, so
Okay.
still.
Yeah. Well, maybe, you know, don't do strenuous exercise, do gentle exercise, you know, walk something so that you're moving, that you're calming Pitta.
Mhm.
And, you know, if you have, after lunch, have a nap. If you're feeling lethargic in the morning, keep yourself moving, but don't overdo it. Never go into your red zone. And then after lunch, have a nap. You're in the place now where you can do that. So allow yourself to. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Got 2 questions. One is about the pranayama and the other one is not. So the first, I'm sorry, but for me, Sanskrit word are just a bunch of vowels. Yeah, sometimes I can't even make the difference between English word and Sanskrit word. So could you please just write it down somewhere, you know, but this is going to disappear on this
you want
Zoom?
me to put it into the group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the series we just did.
Okay.
You know, so because like I can't remember how it sounds when you talk about the right one or the left one. For me, it's all the same.
Okay. I will write it down so that you have access and you can start to go, Chandra, moon, left.
Yeah, I need to see it by writing so I can make a difference.
No problem. I will do that for you.
Thank you. And
yeah, I will appreciate that too.
Okay, no problem.
It will help me too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Lynn.
And yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, no problem. Capucine, you had another question?
Yes. So I tried to find this. You told me about a documentary on Netflix, The Red Tent. Is that correct? Or is it a book?
It's definitely a book, but I know it's a movie. I've seen the movie, but maybe it's not on Netflix. It's in 2 parts. Where did I watch it then?
So it's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I found an author talking about that. Her name is Diana Lam.
Yeah.
Do you know her?
I think I've heard of her.
And I was wondering if it was the same, because she's talking also about the first moons, and she's kind of explained. She wrote a book to explain everything, and it's.
I've been fascinated with the ocean for.
I was just trying to look on Netflix for you at the same time, but it started showing me a trailer. Yeah, carry on. I'm with you.
And so I was okay. So it's a movie. It's not a documentary. I thought it was a documentary.
No.
Okay, so maybe that's why I didn't find it. I'm gonna look up.
I'll have a look also see if I can find it, because I know I've watched it. And I thought it was Netflix, but maybe I got that wrong.
Okay, but I think I because I thought it was a documentary. So because I've seen it did mention the red tent, but because I thought I was looking for a documentary, I just put it aside. So maybe that's the one.
Okay.
All right. So this Diana Lam it rings a bell for you?
I don't know. I thought that the author was Anita something, but maybe not. Red tent. The book. The author of the book is, Anita Diamant. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, so it must be not like the book I found about the Indians, the American Indians,
No,
and okay,
Anita
all right.
Diamant.
Okay.
Was it showing up the wrong way around?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something else then.
Yes.
Okay, I'll send you those links.
Okay.
All right, super. Lynn? No Sanskrit words for you also?
Yeah, I couldn't really follow, but I think I have an idea of whatever I could do to get into this.
Okay.
And I did the 7, 14, 14, and it went well.
Good. Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think, the first thing is we're looking to extend our breath. Pranayama is learning to control and master the breath. Okay. So if we're just sticking in our shallow breath and the reactive breath, then we're not actually engaging with it in the way that we need to. So we need to look to expand our own capacity and our own degree of control over it without forcing. And that's where it then gets challenging for free divers, because we're like, longer. And I did this completely when I first started doing classical pranayama. And it just didn't serve me at all. I was on a 2-week retreat and I got nothing out of it. And the second time I went, I was like, no ego. I'm going to get into beginner's mind, humility, forget free diving, forget anything that I know about breath and breath work, and start at zero. And that's when I really started to notice the benefits and started to really enjoy the practice as well. So observe where you sense that the ego is getting involved, because it's going to trip you up. Yeah. But glad you enjoyed holding your breath a little bit today. Yeah. And if you can make it part of a practice, whether it's daily or weekly or just, when you come home from work, yeah, so that you have it as a conscious part of, this helps me, this serves me. I know that I'm feeling a little bit wobbly, a little bit out of balance, and bring yourself down. Thank you all for being here this evening. Nice to see you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And have a happy Easter. Don't eat too much chocolate.
We'll try.
I'm breaking my fast today.
Oh,
I'm having a little soup. Very exciting. Yeah, and I'll see you. Well, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to see you next Saturday. None of you have signed up. Are you interested in coming?
I sent the links to my friends, the yoga teacher and all.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna, but I'm gonna do it. I mean, I didn't sign up because for me it's for sure I'm gonna do it. I just need to.
The thing is, I mean, if you sign up, and I'm trying to figure this out, but what I will do is whatever money I get back, I will give back to you guys. So whoever signs up and can be in, I will give back my commission to you in, I'll split it up. So I probably won't be able to invite you all for free, But actually, at the moment, if it's only you three that turn up, I can. But I need to have some paying people if the whole group is going to come.
Yeah.
And I
I'm,
to be able
I
to
want-
offer it on a fair basis, then I need to let people know. You, sorry, Tessa?
I won't be able to make it. I already had a previous engagement,
Okay.
but yeah, I did share it on my Facebook page, and I was planning to send it to a few people
Yeah,
in the hope that then afterwards maybe I could see the recording or something.
definitely.
But,
Yeah.
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 But I won't be able to make it live. I'll be on my way to Dark Tank.
Oh, cool. Diving.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's also nice. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll be there for sure.
lovely Capucine.
No.
Yeah, I'm like 95%.
It looks very interesting. Oh, sorry.
Lynn, sorry.
I'm like 95% sure I will be there.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. That would be nice. And as I say, I'm going to, whatever money I get, then it will go back to whoever is in the call. So I'll just send that as a general message to the group and we'll see who comes. Okay. So nice to see you all. Thank you. Have a lovely
See
day.
you.
Namaste.
Bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.